Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up half.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like yeah, 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, knocked off. and I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them games, make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing, dog? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Wow. Wow. What a day. What a massive crash today. Huge sell-off. Not at all what I thought the markets were going to do today. And my goodness, one of the biggest days for True Trading Group of the year. We had a 100% gain on an equity today, NUKK. We had several, like 5 or 6 trades over 100%, 2 trades over 200%, 3 trades over 200%, 1 trade over 400%. Just a ridiculous day inside of chat. And I told you guys coming into this week, and we're going to get into all this. We're going to talk about all this. This is not at all what I thought the markets were going to do today. We'll talk about what the markets did. We'll talk about what this means going forward. We'll talk about, does this mean the Santa Claus rally is called off? What, do we need to change all of our thoughts and everything? We'll talk about all of it. We'll talk about everything. I promise you. I'll talk about what I think the markets do from here. We'll talk about why the market sold off today, because I believe there's a very specific reason why the market sold off today as aggressively as it did. It has nothing to do with the Fed cutting rates 25 basis points today. It has everything to do with what the markets are anticipating the Fed to do going forward. And I think what Jerome Powell is concerned about. And we'll talk about all of it. But first, let me introduce myself. We can talk about that. Okay. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. Now, in case you guys didn't know, we are the Benzinga FinTech Chairman's Award recipient for Best AI Analysis Tool. And that AI tool really came in handy today. Just last month in November, True Trading Group received the Chairman's Award for Best AI Analysis Tool from Benzinga. We'll see if Joe has the images, if we can pull those up, maybe just to share that with everybody that's on the YouTube channel. We were in New York City for the actual awards ceremony. I don't know if Joe is here or if we've got that image. Joe just needs a second. So I'm just going to keep on talking, but Joe will put the image up for you guys of the actual award and the award ceremony. Oh, there it is. So there's the actual award, Best AI Analysis Tool from Benzinga. And then also my partner and I on stage actually receiving that award for Best AI Analysis Tool. And that AI tool really came in handy today. With identifying a specific chart setup and a short squeeze probability on NUKK. And that resulted in just biggest trade that I've had in a while. Just a monster day on NUKK. I'll just show you guys the chart of NUKK. Thing went absolutely crazy today. I mean, look at this thing. Thing's up 400% today. That's after the stock was up like 800% yesterday. This is just a huge short squeeze. We took this trade long at $18, added to it at $19.20, and this thing ended up going all the way to $68 today. So just an unbelievable short squeeze play, and our AI was all over it and was alerting to the setup and to the trade. And a lot of our members were able to make money on that today. But then we were also able to use our AI with some level 3 analysis on the SPY to be able to identify that the support level that we were looking at was not going to hold. There was no institutional order flow coming in at those particular levels, and that's what we use that information for. We use that information to say to ourselves to identify institutional order flow. And when we see support and resistance levels on the chart, we verify and confirm those levels by depending on whether or not there's a lot of institutional orders at that level. And that's one thing that our AI has been able to really help us with over the last several months as we've been able to build out these tools and resources when it comes to AI. So receiving that award, getting the recognition by industry leaders really makes us proud that we're being recognized by industry leaders and we're bringing that technology into retail trading and investing. So there you guys have that. But True Trading Group's not just about winning awards. We are also the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools and live workshops and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody here at True Trading Group. But if you're wondering who I am and why you should really listen to what I say, it's not because I think that I'm the world's greatest trader. And you should listen to the things that I say because I was trained by professionals on Wall Street. My first job out of college was working at a fund in New York City, and they had me go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. That's where I learned how to become a trader. I was taught by other professionals. I didn't have to watch YouTube videos and sit in Discord chats or go through the rabbit holes of Reddit. And then 2008 happened. And that was the Great Recession and the big stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. And now I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And along with my team of 8 professional trading, full-time trading moderators and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world. We have 10,000 members in 115 different countries, truly a global community at True Trading Group. So if you guys are new here, make sure you smash the like button, show some love, and subscribe to the channel, and then turn on your notifications to make sure you never miss out on any of these videos, because we're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. I come on this YouTube channel. I always explain to you exactly what I think is going to happen in the days to come. I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I don't tell you about what happened yesterday or what I did today, although we will go over and recap the day. But I also tell you exactly what I think is going to happen in the days to come, and the positions that I'm in and the positions that I'm going to be getting into. And today is a day that I'm very proud. I'm very, very, very proud of the members at True Trading Group because today was a blockbuster day. And on Sunday night, I did a live stream on Sunday, and I went over with you guys. We were prepping for the week. I talked about, what I think the markets are going to do. And I gave you very specific price action that I was anticipating the markets to do today during the Fed meeting. And that was incorrect. It started off correct. I said originally, just for those of you that missed the live stream, I said, I think once the 25 basis point cut is announced, and then the Fed adjusts their expectations for rate cuts going forward lower than what is anticipated, I think the market's going to trade to the downside. And I think we're going to trade down into the 601 support level. And then when Jerome Powell comes out and talks, I think that Jerome Powell is going to be able to kind of turn that sentiment around. And then I think that Jerome Powell is going to be able to bounce the market, and then we can look for the long. That was the analysis that I was looking for coming into today. I also did a live stream yesterday and went over and reiterated and went back over that analysis with you, that I felt that was the most probable outcome from today. So we were ready for that initial drop. Once the 25 basis point cut was announced, and then the Fed adjusted their expectations for rate cuts next year and in 2026, we were ready for the drop. 200% gain on SPY puts. Inside of chat, trade alert executed, sent out to all of our members, and jumped on and profited from 200% down into that support level. And then we started looking to say, okay, now Jerome Powell, it's up to you. Let's see if he says something to bounce the market. And at that time, I'm now sitting there as the markets are at that support level. And I'll just take you guys to an intraday chart. And I'm live with our members while this is taking place. Here was the support level that we dropped into, right? This is the support level that we had dropped into. This was that 601 support level that we identified on the live stream on Sunday, and that we identified yesterday on the live stream. And we're saying, okay, now, and that's 2:30. 2:30 right there is when Jerome Powell starts speaking. And you saw we tried to hold, right? There's the drop right off the announcement. Very clear, easy move to the downside. And then we tried to hold. And we're sitting there and we're listening to Jerome Powell speak. And the thing, I saw a very different Jerome Powell today. Jerome Powell did not sound confident at all. He seemed very uneasy. He seemed very uncertain. He seemed stressed and troubled almost. Very different from the previous Jerome Powell we saw at the last Fed meeting. The last Fed meeting, Jerome Powell sounded very definitive, very decisive, very strong in his responses to particular questions. Today, he sounded like he was really playing with his words, and he sounded like he was very unsure about what he was going to say. And I think the markets picked up on that pretty quickly. The idea of the Fed cutting interest rates by 25 basis points was expected today. So that really is not the reason why the markets went down. The reason markets went down is because the Fed said, we think we're only going to cut rates twice next year and then twice in 2026. That is 2 full rate cuts less per year than what the market was expecting. So that means you're 50 basis points higher next year than what we thought, and 50 basis points higher in 2026 than we thought, which would insinuate that the markets, you're going to be dealing with much higher interest rates for a much longer period of time. But that in and of itself, I don't think is really the factor that really played into the market sell-off today. I think the market sold off as hard as it did today. Yes, because of them not cutting rates as aggressively into the future. But really, I think it was a combination of Jerome Powell being very uncertain about the inflation outlook and the economic outlook. I know he kept saying the labor market is fine. I know he kept saying the economy is great. But I took from Jerome Powell's press conference, and I think the market did too, someone that is very uncertain if the labor market is going to be able to stand on 2 feet if inflation starts to tick back up. Inflation has ticked higher now for the last 3 months, where CPI is slowly ticking itself to the upside. You got a PPI number last week that was significantly higher than what was expected. Now you have the thoughts of inflation running higher again next year as well. And that puts the Fed in a precarious situation, because that means their dual mandate is heading in opposite directions. The Fed's dual mandate is to maintain maximum employment with price stability. So their job is to keep inflation down and to keep the labor market, strong and elevated. But Jerome Powell said something very specific in his press conference, and he reiterated it multiple times, and I don't think the market liked it. He said that the labor market is now looser than it was prior to COVID and is continuing to cool. I don't think the market's like that, and he said it 3 times. So that means that the labor market's continuing to weaken, but now you're saying you're not going to be cutting rates as aggressively as expected, and that's where the disconnect lies. And then you have the possibility of inflation ticking back up next year, as it has been creeping higher for the last couple of months already. And that leaves the market in a precarious situation, because the Fed's in a precarious situation, and immediately the 10-year Treasury popped. Interest rates on the 10-year went to 4.5. That's high. And if you break 4.5 and the 10-year pushes to 5%, then you're going to see a much deeper pullback in tech stocks, and therefore a much deeper pullback in the overall market. The market's not going to be able to sustain a 10-year Treasury that pushes towards 5%. But that's what you saw happen today. And then once you saw that, I'm sitting there and I'm listening to Jerome Powell speak, and we're live with our members inside of chat. And I'm saying, guys, I don't think that he's saying anything that's going to turn this around. And while I'm saying that, I'm just going by my analysis of what he's saying. I'm using level 3 data to identify where the institutional order flow is coming from. And the institutional order flow just wasn't there at 600. There was not a lot of institutional buyers, mostly because Jerome Powell did not give institutions a reason to step in and take that trade, and to step in and start to buy the 601 and 600 support level. And then we just got the break and we just rolled it over. And once you finally broke, that was it. Then once the support level gave way, everybody stepped out of the way, and it was just a free-for-all. It was a complete sell-off. It was just a bloodbath, extreme selling pressure to the downside. And it was just a massive, massive sell-off. And it turned out, even with this being, the worst day for the markets this year, it was the best day for us in your trading group, because of the put options, the short positions that we were positioned in. If you guys have been following the YouTube channel for a while, you know that I've been short MicroStrategy from $432 from December 5th. And I added to that position again yesterday at 401. And that stock went all the way to $338 today. Just a total bloodbath in the land of crypto, as crypto went all the way back down to 100,000. And MicroStrategy just absolutely tanked, right? Down 10% on MicroStrategy. We took profits off on that short. I'm still short a small piece of this position, but just a monster trade for us to the downside. Then you have Mara. If you guys know, have been following the YouTube channel for a while, on December 5th, I shorted Mara at 27.51. And that stock today, I got flat at 21.48. Final take profits off on Mara at 21.5. So I'm completely flat. For those of you that are following along, I'm completely flat, the Mara position, but I'm still in a small piece of the MicroStrategy position to see if there is, in fact, a little bit more downside. Bitcoin has support at 99,000 to 100,000. That, that $1,000 level is an area of support. But if that breaks, I think you can see a bigger decline in MicroStrategy, and that's why I've been short this stock. We've been all over this. The triple top here, lower high, relative weakness compared to Bitcoin. And as soon as you get a pullback in Bitcoin, you get the sell-off here in MicroStrategy. So congratulations, guys. This is why today was a big day. Today was a big day because we were able to take off profits, the bulk profits off on the MicroStrategy position. We were able to take final profits off on the Mara position. And we were able to just absolutely rip this NUKK to shreds, which is actually trading higher right now after hours with a new high of $77 in the after hours session. This is putting short sellers completely out of business. And we took this trade long at $18 today and added at $19.20. The stock is now at $71. One of my biggest P&L trades of the year is this NUKK today. And then also one of my biggest P&L trades of the year is this MicroStrategy short. So today, taking profit on two of my biggest P&L trades of the entire year, even though I was actually wrong about what I thought the overall SPY market was going to do today, goes to show you how much opportunity that there is in this market environment that we find ourselves in. I had multiple trades with over 100% return today. The highest was a 600% gain. My kids' Christmas break got more eventful. Thank you for your insight, Mike. My boy Brandon Bernier, congratulations. That's a huge day. Multiple trades, over 100% gain today. With one trade, 600%. Brandon, congratulations, man. Enjoy the holiday break with your kids. I mean, it's going to be hard not to enjoy it when you just had one of your biggest days ever. And if you guys attended Sunday night's live stream, I told you that I think that this has potential to be a huge week, that the volatility opportunity here coming into this week between crypto going crazy, quantum computing stocks going crazy, small caps back heating up on fire with small caps and short squeezes, the overall market, a stone throw from all-time highs, and then the Fed meeting to add that volatility to the mix. I felt like this was going to be a really big volatility day. Wow, way to go, Shai. Congratulations, Shai, who's actually one of our moderators at True Trading Group. Second biggest day ever in her career today. Shai had like 400 or 500% gainers today. Something ridiculous. So congratulations, Shai, on your second biggest P&L day ever. And also celebrating not only her second biggest day ever, but celebrating coming off of crutches. So Shai tore her ACL just recently and has been doing physical therapy. And just today got the news she's able to ditch the crutches. So enjoy your night, Shai. Don't take it easy on the knee, though. Give the knee a chance to heal. Take it easy. Don't start dancing in the living room with your second biggest day ever. All right. Just take it easy on the dancing. No cartwheels, right? No splits, right? None of that. Just sit down, have a nice dinner, have a nice glass of wine or scotch or whatever your drink is, and enjoy it. Well deserved. Well deserved. And it's a big day. And I'm not just saying this because, let's ask. Let me actually see. Members of True Trading Group, members of TTG, are you guys making money? Type the number 1 if you guys are making money with True Trading Group. If you are making money with TTG, type the number 1 in chat right now. And anybody that's on this live stream that is not a member, you should pay very close attention to how many people you see type the number 1, because these are your peers. They're your friends, your family members, and your coworkers. And if they can make money, then so can you. Do you think I give a rat's ass that the market crashed today? Do you think I am worried? Do you think I am scared? Absolutely not. I couldn't be happier. I'm a kid in a candy store. Members of True Trading Group are kids in a candy store. This is what we love. This is the market environment we are in. Volatility, Opportunity. My boy Dave made over $6,000 today. Dave Haig, $6,000. Sam says, TTG has changed my life. It can change yours if you put in an effort. Amazing group of people. 290% gain today on the SPY and Mara. I didn't know anything about the markets just 2 years ago. Walt said, I also had one of my best trading days ever. Confusion Acre said, I made the most ever today. So there's another. Confusion Acres, biggest P&L day ever. Walt, one of their biggest P&L days ever. A bunch of looks like Chinese letters. I don't know what your username is, but they made $20,000 today. I can't pronounce your username, but they made $20,000 today. Armand got 112% gain. Huge day for my boy Jimmy. Jimmy, what's up, brother? This is what I'm talking about, guys. $10,000 this week for Shark Sandwich. It's an interesting username, Shark Sandwich. I'm just wondering, is that like, are you like mushed in between like two sharks? Or are you actually eating like Mako on a sandwich? I'm interested, like Shark Sandwich. I'm interested there. You've intrigued me. But nonetheless, congratulations on a $10,000 week. Jacob, I'm so happy you asked me this question. Jacob, I'm so happy you asked me this question. Does the program work for guys working 9 to 5s with 2 hours a day to study? Jacob Olson, 82, we have 10,000 members in 115 different countries, 82% of which have a full-time job, which means they work more than 40 hours a week. Okay? They work more than 40 hours a week. There's the large majority of our members have full-time jobs. Now, there's a couple things that I'll say to you. You implement trading strategies and styles that would be conducive for your schedule, which is more of a swing trading style and strategy, which is what we do every day. Every day in True Trading Group, there's day trades and there are swing trades that are called out inside a chat for people to participate in, whether you're day trading or swing trading. And the best part is, if you're not in front of your computer, Jacob, you download our mobile app. It's free when you become a member. You will get real-time push notifications when our mods enter positions, and then you get real-time push notifications when our mods exit positions. So this way, if you're not in front of your computer and you're just out and about or you're at work, you get a notification. You can log into your Webull, Robinhood, E-Trade, whatever, take some profit or get into a trade, and then put your phone back down and wait for another push notification alert to notify you that we're taking profits again, right? So, and I'll ask members that are on the live stream if we can help out Jacob, maybe, if you guys can tell me what you do for a living. If you're a member of True Trading Group and you guys are making money while working a full-time job, can you comment and just tell me what you do for a living, please? Jacob, brother, I'm not sure what you do for a living, but maybe read some of the comments, see if you see somebody that maybe does the same thing that you do. Mike's analysis was so freaking spot on. He should be a fortune teller. It's just experience. It's just experience. I've been doing this for 18 years. Let's see, a firefighter, an attorney, an educator, electronics tech, marina manager, nurse. This sounds like something I can get on board with. I'm an engineer working on my own family business. Jacob, this is for you, brother. But the market fascinates me. Blessed Hot Mess, 7,800 on AVGO this week. MicroStrategy, triple-digit gain. NUC, triple-digit gain. Way to go, Blessed Hot Mess. Willie Cabrera, what's up, brother? Retired baseball player. Hope you're doing well. Greg's a CPA. Marcus is a sales consultant. Connie's an accountant. Retired paramedic. Brandon is IT, right? Brandon's is in IT. Charter boat captain for Captain JBC. Canyon's an architect. I'm not going to keep reading all these, but you guys get the point. So these are members of True Trading Group. This is what they do for a living. And then they're telling you they're still making money. Telling you that they're still making money while working their full-time jobs. Right? This is possible to do if you guys have a full-time job, especially with this market. I mean, guys, you got to think about it. I've been in, like, you want to talk about like, oh, I don't have a lot of time. Okay. I entered MicroStrategy and Mara short on December 5th. It's December 18th. And I just got out of the Mara trade. So I shorted Mara literally right there at 27.51. And I just got out of it today at 21.50. You can do that. You can do that. Right? Several 100% gain on the put option. You guys can do that. MicroStrategy, I entered that trade on December 5th. Took profits today. I'm still in a piece of it. Several 100% gain on put options. You can do that. You can do that. Right? We're not talking about trades where I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, and it's impossible for you to follow. I'm not a scalper. There's 8 professional traders that are mods in True Trading Group. We do have one of them that is a scalper. His name is Gio. He's actually a former market maker. He's been on Wall Street he's been trading for like 30 years. And obviously was on Wall Street before, just trades for himself now. And obviously he's a moderator in True Trading Group, but he used to be a market maker. And he's been trading for like 30 years. So his trade alerts, to be clear, his trades are very fast. He's only in a position for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. He's in and he's out very, very quickly, and he does that multiple times throughout the day. Those trades do not get sent out through push notification because they happen too quickly. So if you're like at your desk at your job and you get a notification for a trade from Gio that's a scalp, it doesn't make sense for us to send you that, because by the time you get it, you log in, he might take profits in 90 seconds. And it's not feasible, right? So you will receive all of the traditional day trades, which are trades that we hold for several hours. And then you'll receive all of the swing trade alerts, which are trades we hold for several days. That's what you guys will receive to your cell phone. Okay. So it's just been a huge day. It's been a huge day, and I said on Sunday that I thought we had a chance to make some extra money going into the holidays. And my THD fam, type the number 3 if you guys have made some extra money for the holidays. Type the number 3 if you guys made some extra money this week for the holidays. My members in TTG, did we accomplish what we set out to do Sunday night? Because I'm pretty damn sure we did. Pretty damn sure we did. One of the biggest days we've had in True Trading Group today, and a big congratulations, guys. And it takes us, look at this. These are all members it's Wednesday. These are all members that have made some extra money for the holidays this week. You guys can do this. I'm telling you guys can do this. Mike, thanks, Shy, for me. 185 puts. Wow. GM bought puts at 17 cents, sold them at $1.35. You do the math on that one. Dino, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Killer month for Dino. This week is not over. More to come, my boy Randy. Randy, were you the one that just made the comment about your first 4-figure day? I saw a comment earlier, but it scrolled through the chat too quickly. I saw somebody say my first 4-figure day ever. Was that you, Randy, or was that somebody else? I saw it was you. It was. I thought so. It was. Randy, congratulations, man. Congratulations, Randy. First 4-figure day, guys, for Randy. Big shout out and a big congratulations to Randy. Their first 4-figure day. Many more to come, Randy. Many more to come, man. Congratulations. Raphael, what's up, man? How are you? Says, how do we join? Fantastic question. I'm going to do you guys actually a favor. So our holiday sale has begun. But the way that our holiday sale works is that the price actually goes up every day until you get to the end of the year, because we believe those who act first should be rewarded. So if you guys join today, you actually pay less than you will if you wait for Christmas. And then if you join on Christmas, you'll pay less than you would on New Year's. So today's the cheapest day, that the cheapest price you guys would be able to join for. It goes up every day. The price was supposed to go, it was $847 yesterday. The price is normally over $2,000 if it's not our holiday sale. It's $847 yesterday. It was supposed to be $947 today. But because the markets just crashed, I know people are kind of freaking out. We just had, in honor of one of our biggest days in TTG history, P&L wise, I'm going to keep it at $847 for one more night or the next 10 people. So I'll leave it open right now for $847 for the next 10 people. If you guys go to ttgoffer.com, that's it. Go to ttgoffer.com. Okay. ttgoffer.com is the site. There's no coupon code needed. Dave says, this group has changed my life, literally changed my life. Non-members, you need to join now. That's a comment from Dave. Excellent. So again, go to ttgoffer.com. There's no coupon code needed. You just sign up for the $847. Once 10 people join, the price will then switch to $947. Okay. Everything on that page is included. There's no upsell or additional cost for anything on that page. You guys get an entire year of everything you see on that page for $847. And I know I talk a big game on these live streams, but guys, I back it up with our own money to prove to you how much we believe in this platform that we've created and its ability to help you reach your goals. We offer a double your money back guarantee. It's very simple. If you join today, you'll pay $847. I ask you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. Take your time. You have all the time in the world. You go at your own pace on your schedule. If you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal $847 with us, so if you can't make the membership fee back at least once, we give you back double your money. So we'll give you back $1,694. The W money back guarantee is right there on the checkout page. It's real. It's right there. It's in black and white. Just go read it. And I can offer you double your money back because our refund rate is less than 2.5%. Okay. Oh, no. Jacob Olson, you don't want to. All right. So Jacob Olson, I'll just tell you this. I see you just joined the trial. And that's okay. But I want to be crystal transparently clear with you, Jacob. If you go through the trial membership and then you decide, I want to join, it's going to cost you over $1,400. Okay. The $847 is the holiday sale, which is a bit, because I'm trying to purchase now. Did I mess this up? Jacob, do me a favor, brother. We'll help you. Just send a text message. Joe, can you put the phone number up on the screen? Jacob, just text this number and we'll help you. So 1-888-621-2127. Jacob, just text that number and we'll get you hooked up, because anyone that goes through the trial membership and then says, hey, this was great, I want to join, the price is over $1,400 if you join after the trial. The $847 is just for on the YouTube channel with the holiday sale. So I just want to be transparent. I don't want you to go through the trial and be like, hey, I'm ready to join. I love this. And then you're like, I'm ready to pay $847. Where do I sign? And we're like, oh, no, actually, it's $1,400. And you feel like we duped you. I don't want you to feel that way. So I just want to be crystal clear and transparent with that. If you're okay paying $1,400, then that's okay. Go through the trial. If not, it's $847 for the whole year. And it's not monthly. It's a yearly fee. Okay. It's a yearly fee. We don't charge monthly. It's a yearly fee. Okay. So you just pay $847 for the whole year. You can use Klarna if you want. You can use PayPal credit. I think you can pay it off over 6 months interest free. Or if you want to use Klarna, you can also use Klarna. All right. We do accept those payment methods, but it is a yearly fee. We don't charge monthly. You pay one price for the whole year and you get access to everything you see on that page for the whole year. And then we have the double your money back guarantee, which, guys, I don't think that you need, considering our refund rate is less than 2.5%, but it's there to give you peace of mind. It's there to hold us accountable. And if I'm going to talk a big game on these live streams that I'm so confident, or I claim to be as confident as I am, that I can help you guys become successful, then I have to be willing to back that up. And we back it up with a double your money back guarantee. So if you can't make $847 at least once, we give you back $1,694. Text us if anybody else has any questions. 1-888-621-2127, guys. Text that number now. Bob says, I have spent many thousands to join other groups that give nowhere near the education and winning trades as True Trading Group. Looking forward to the boot camp and the new year. Bob, thank you very much for those kind words. Yeah, the moderators and I, we do keep track. All of our trading records are on the website. We upload our trading activity from our brokerage accounts to the website for everybody to see. Every transaction is included. So you guys literally get to see every buy, every sell, every take profit, every stop loss. You guys get to see all of it. And the moderators and I collectively as a group have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all of those executions of just around 80% for the last 5 years. So there you guys have that. All right. So again, ttgoffer.com. If you have questions, text us 1-888-621-2127. We got people standing by to help you guys. All right. So again, it's 8:47 tonight. After the next 10 people join, it'll be 9:47, and then it'll be 1,047, 11:47, 12:47, 13:47, et cetera, until we get to the new year, and the price then just goes back to the normal annual fee. So you guys can get the holiday pricing now. All right. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. Haroon says, is it positive report or not? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So we're going to move on over to the SPY. And what we're going to talk about now is obviously what the hell happened. Whoa, we got to welcome Dino. See, this is what I'm talking about. Dino said my first 5-figure trading week ever. There's still 2 days left, Dino. There's still 2 days left. The FOMC report, Haroon, it's the worst trading day of the year. So I don't think the FOMC report was positive. But I'm going to explain to you why I think the market sold off as much as they did. And I'm going to tell you where I think the markets go from here. Okay. But a big shout out and big congratulations to Dino on his first 5-figure week ever. Congratulations. Okay. Really great job, man. A lot of members have had their best trades or their best weeks. I'm curious. Can you guys, as members, type the number 1 if you have had either your biggest single P&L trade, your biggest single P&L day, your biggest week P&L, or your biggest single percentage gain trade. If you've had any of those milestones reached this week, can you guys type the number 1 in chat? Again, type the number 1 if you had your biggest P&L day, your biggest P&L trade, your biggest P&L week, or your single biggest percentage trade gain. Type the number 1 if that's you. Wow. Wow. Yes. My boy Johnny Chase. Oh, Johnny, I haven't talked to you in a while, brother. Hope you're doing well. Johnny Chase had a mid-4-figure week, his biggest week in a while. Look at all these people that reached milestones this week. I told you Sunday that this week had the potential to be a huge one. And I'm just so happy that we were able to take advantage of it as a group. I'm happy we were able to take advantage of it as a group. Great job. Congratulations to every single one of you that's typing the number 1. And if those of you that are on here that are not members, you better get your butt over to ttgoffer.com and start taking advantage of this stuff. Stop missing out. Stop watching from the sidelines. Stop listening to everybody else tell you what they did and start getting in on the action. Because this isn't going nowhere. You got a lot more where this came from. All right. So huge sell-off in the market today. Again, to be clear and to be fully transparent, this is not what I expected the markets to do today. But Jerome Powell really kind of dropped the ball in my eyes. Everybody knew they were going to cut by 25 basis points. And the wide expectation was that they were going to slow down the pace of their rate cuts going into next year. But they slowed it down drastically. They removed 2 anticipated rate cuts next year, and they removed another 2 in 2026. So Jerome Powell said, basically, we think we're only going to cut rates twice next year. That's it? Twice? You're only going to cut 50 basis points off the Fed funds rate next year? That's nothing. That's not what the market was expecting. The markets were expecting a minimum of a full 100 basis points or a 1 percentage point cut of rates next year, of a minimum of 4 25 basis points. And they changed that up. They said, we're only going to do twice for 2 for 25. That's why the market sold off. And Jerome Powell did nothing in the press conference to calm the market's nerves. I think people are nervous now that inflation ticks back up next year. I think people are nervous that the labor market's not going to hold. And if the Fed is put in a position next year where they have to raise rates again, then I think the economy probably falls into a recession. I don't think the economy is going to be able to hold up. I don't think the labor market's going to be able to hold up if the Fed has to embark on another rate hike cycle. I think that would be very problematic if inflation got so high to where the Fed raises rates again. That, I think, is the worst possible scenario for next year. And I just think that came into view a little bit today. I think people got a little nervous of that. And the selling pressure kicked on, and nobody wanted to step in and buy today. And you dropped right down into your next major support level. You had two major support levels. One was 601, which was broken, when Jerome Powell was talking. And once that level broke, you flushed right to your next major support level, which is 585, 584. And that's where we currently sit. So you can see I drew these two lines out for you. One was the first major level. This is the second major level. And this major level so far is holding. You can see this big resistance from October. And then you gapped above that. It became support, and then support. And now you're back down to that gap up after the election. So you've wiped out all the post-election gains in one day. Well, not necessarily. In order to wipe out the election gains, you got to go back and fill the election gap, which actually takes you all the way back to 577. So you got to go back to 577 to wipe out the post-election gains, but you're back to the support level. You're back to that prior high. So this is an area of support. I do think the markets try to bounce from here. I think that you might see, something that looks a little bit like this tomorrow. I think you might see a bounce back to like 590, maybe. I do think you're going to try to bounce off of 585. I don't think the market's going to cut 585 like a hot knife through butter. Eventually, I think you may drift down to fill this gap and then bounce from there. So where I would be looking for like dig your heels in longs is actually 577, which is going to be this level that you guys see here. And then here's resistance. And then there's the gap fill from the election. And then you also have this purple line, which is the 100-day moving average. That's also working its way up. So if you drift into this area here, that I think is enough of a support level that you can look for longs here and then really look for a real sustained bounce from that level. I think you have a short-term bounce from 585 as early as possibly tomorrow. You have PCE inflation numbers on Friday. That's going to be very important because if the PCE inflation numbers Friday are under expectations, I think the markets bounce back pretty quickly. If the PCE inflation data on Friday is hotter than expected, if it looks anything like the PPI data we got last week, then I think you get to 577. So that's what we have to be paying attention to. Tomorrow, I think we have a short-term bounce, one green day bounce back, a little bit of a dead cat bounce off of a 585 support, find resistance at 590, 591, find resistance there at the 50-day moving average, right? The 50-day moving average used to be support. Go back to here. There's the 50-day moving average is the dark blue line. It used to be support. Now you're underneath it. You look for it to be resistance. So let's look for a one bounce back day tomorrow from a technical standpoint. Friday morning, 8:30, PCE inflation. PCE inflation comes in lighter than expected. I think Friday you get a continued bounce that takes you back to the mid 590s. If PCE inflation is hotter than expected at 8:30, look for us to trade down into the 570s and get into this previous gap from the election and get into this 100-day moving average. And then you can look for bounces from there. All right. Those are my expectations for the overall market. And that's how we're going to play it going forward and then into next week. We got to welcome Dennis. Dennis is the first new member of True Trading Group. Everybody welcome Dennis. Jacob, I'm waiting on you. Raphael, I'm waiting on you. Some people that I know you guys are ready to join True Trading Group. Let's do it. I'm ready if you are. I help you guys any way that I can. Don't be shy when you join. Send me messages in chat, ask questions, talk to members. Right? So take advantage of it. 9 spots left for the 847. Then the price is 947 as it continues to rise throughout the end of the year. Again, it's ttgoffer.com. That's ttgoffer.com. They are first come, first serve. 9 spots left. Text us with any questions, 1-888-621-2127. Again, that's 1-888-621-2127. Michael Burns, I kind of agree with you, man. I think that the PCE data, I think, could be that catalyst to take you into that, into Monday. So you and I are kind of feeling the same way. Michael Burns says, I think we flush till Monday and the Santa rally starts off this flush. I would tend to agree. So that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm eyeing up. See that 577 level? So this is what I'm saying. I think that maybe tomorrow you get a small green day, something that looks like that, which is just like a technical dead cat bounce off of this support level after a huge flush, right? And then the PCE data. If PCE data comes in hot, I think you can continue that flush and then get into that support level here. And then I think the markets have kind of settled down. And then your next major support level from there would be right here, which is 565 would be your next major support level. So these are your 3 major support levels, 585, 577, and 565, right? Those are your levels that I'm looking. Those are going to be your major support levels. And if you flush this into 577, I think from that point, I think then you can try to bounce and then try to make a push back into the end of the year. All right. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about from the overall market standpoint. We did have an earnings release today after the close, and it is not pretty. It's Micron. Okay. Their outlook missed views amid consumer market weakness. That is not what anybody wants. Hey, there's Jacob. Jacob, my man. 8 spots left. Everybody welcome Jacob to the TTG family. Everybody welcome Jacob. Jacob just joined. 8 spots left now, guys. Jacob, welcome to the family, brother. I look forward to trading with you. So with Micron, you know, it's funny. Somebody asked me about Micron yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. And I'm just like, this resistance level up here, like 114 is just too much. I said you had to gap above it after earnings in order for that to be a long. Otherwise, you got to stay away. And the earnings are the exact opposite. Big sell-off, down 50%. We were down a lot more just a little while ago. But you got right into 85 support. And 85 is a huge support level. You can see that double bottom right there from August and September. There's your support there, August and September, right? You guys can see that. And that's exactly where we just dropped down into on Micron, right? So there's your support. Okay, so there's your support there on Micron. So you're not getting any help from the semiconductors. The semiconductors have been very, very weak these last 2 months. You take a look at the SMH, which is a semiconductor ETF, and you're going to see lower highs, even though the overall market has made, new consecutive new high after new high after new high, the NASDAQ new high after new high after new high. What is concerning for me today is the Russell. And out of all of what happened today, when somebody asks, what are you most concerned about? I'm concerned about this massive double top on the Russell. Because if this market rally is really going to continue, I think it has to continue on the back of a broadening out rally and strength in small caps and strength in the Russell. The Russell has drastically underperformed over these last several years. And I think you need the Russell to really start to overperform if the market has a chance to continue higher next year. And the fact that you were unable to take out that all-time high from 2021 today, and then you sold it off hard, down 4.5%. You're down 4.5% on the Russell. It's because interest rates are expected to be a lot higher than they were over the course of the next 2 years. The Russell, the stocks that are in the Russell are very small companies, and they are very sensitive to interest rates. So the fact that interest rates are going to be higher for a longer period of time is a negative for these stocks, which is why they sold off as aggressively as they did. This is what actually concerns me the most, because I don't think the market can continue to rally just on the Magnificent Seven and just on like AI related names. I think that you're going to see a slowdown in semiconductor and AI names next year. And if the market's going to move higher, it's got to be the other parts of the market that take it higher. So I am concerned to see that double top on the Russell. Okay. So we'll be paying very close attention to this over the course of the next, several weeks. That's a pretty severe double top. All right. So there we have it, guys. Big pullback day today. I know it feels ugly and feels scary, but it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. Don't forget how scary this day felt. Don't forget how scary this day felt. Don't forget how scary this day felt. Don't forget how scary that week was. Don't forget how scary that week was. Don't forget how scary that week was. You guys get the point. You guys get the point, right? Is the membership helpful to beginners? Edgar, absolutely. Is the membership helpful to beginners? So the membership to True Trading Group is not just helpful to beginners. It's also helpful to professionals as well. We have everything in between. Now, there's a lot of our members, Edgar, that did not know anything about the stock market. They knew nothing about trading before they joined, and now they're making money. I'll prove that to you. Members of True Trading Group, if you guys can do me a favor, if when you joined TTG, you knew close to nothing, if not nothing at all, and now you're making money, can you guys type the number 1 inside chat, please? So Edgar, just pay attention to the comments. Again, guys, type the number 1 if you're a member, and when you joined, you knew close to nothing, and now you guys are making money with TTG. Just type the number 1. So Edgar, hopefully this helps answer your question. I always feel that it's best for me to ask members to respond to these type of things. Blessed.mess says, I should have joined a lot sooner. A lot of our members feel that way. A lot of our members were skeptical at first. Their only regret is they didn't join sooner. Let's ask. Let's keep going. Let's keep having the conversations, right? Henry says, I'm a much better trader now, and I've been a member for less than a year. That's a comment there from Henry. Henry, I'm happy to hear that, man. Music to my ears, right? And Jeff says, I didn't know a stock from a rock. Was awesome. That's fantastic. But members, if you were skeptical at first and now your only regret is you didn't join sooner, can you type the number 2? Type the number 2 if you were skeptical at first and now your only regret is you didn't join sooner. Type the number 2 if that's you. My point is, Edgar and anybody else that's watching this that's not a member, that's considering it, but you're still unsure, you're still nervous or whatever, you're not alone. A lot of our members were skeptical at first. They were burned by some other group, and now they realize that True Trading Group is home, and they call it home. That's why our members stay with us at a rate well into the 70 percentile. Over 70% of our members stay with us. Okay? There's a reason for that. And I'll ask one more question of our members, and I'll leave you guys alone because I've asked you a lot of questions today. I appreciate your guys, participating when I'm asking these questions. It's very helpful for viewers that are considering joining. I'll ask one more question. If you have renewed your annual membership or you have invested to become a lifetime member, type the number 3. Again, type the number 3 if you've renewed your annual membership or you have become a lifetime member of TTG. And then I'll leave you with this. The members, the viewers that are here that are not yet members and that are considering joining, ask yourself this hypothetical. Let's play it out. Let's say you join True Trading Group today. You would pay $847. Let's fast forward to December 18th, 2025. It's time for your membership to renew. If you made no money, in fact, worse, you lost money, are you going to renew your membership? Probably not. You're certainly not going to invest thousands of dollars to become a lifetime member. So if that were the case, then why did all of these people do that? It's because TTG has helped change their lives. It's because they've been able to finally make money in the markets. If they can do it, so can you. All you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com. There's no coupon code needed. Everything on that page is included. No additional cost, no upsell. You have any questions, just text us. 1-888-621-2127. Again, you have the double your money back guarantee, which I don't think you need, but it's there for peace of mind. The double your money back guarantee is right on the checkout page. If you can't make the $847 back at least one time, we'll give you back $1,694. You just have to go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group, take your time. You have the whole year to do it. There's no pressure. This offer doesn't expire. The double your money back guarantee, doesn't expire in 14 days or 30 days. You have the whole year. Go at your own pace, take your time, and do this the right way. All right. Anybody have any questions for me about the overall market, or anybody have any questions for me on what the hell happened today, or anybody have questions about NUKK or MicroStrategy or any of the trades that I made? If you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask. What a bounce on NVIDIA. Look at that bounce on NVIDIA. Yeah, I'm going to be looking probably for a trade there tomorrow. What's my volatility outlook for 2025? Tons of it. Tons of it. I think we have tons of volatility next year. I am actually anticipating a 10% correction, like an 8 to 10% correction at some point next year. And then that is a buyable opportunity in my eyes. So I'm expecting a correction, and then I will be buying that correction. All right. I'm expecting a correction, and then I will be buying that correction. I saw Mike on Twitter 6 years ago. Wow. Tried a trial and was hooked the first day. I'm a retired IT guy and I never traded before. This place is the best. Jack of all trades. That's awesome, man. Will 25 be another 22 in terms of volatility and SPY return? I do not think so, no. I do not expect a 30% decline next year. No, I do not. What causes a market price to drop instantly 40 to 50 cents during trading hours? Could be a lot of different things. Could be a piece of news, could be a large sell order, could be a liquidity gap, could be a pocket of stop losses triggering. There could be a lot of different reasons. Felt like a 10% correction today. I know. Was only a 3% correction. It was only a 3% pullback today. So you'd have a little bit more than 3 times this. Do you think some of the analysts are pricing earnings and revenue just a bit too high? I think so. I think that's possible. I do think that's possible. I do think that the optimism around earnings growth is definitely optimistic. Not to say it's not possible, but it's definitely on the optimistic side because earnings are already high and valuations are high. Not to say that they can't continue higher, but it does put you at the higher end of the spectrum. That I think that it is optimistic. Will stocks continue to crash? So I just talked about this a couple of minutes ago. I think it's possible you can see another down day on Friday, maybe, but then I think you have to start looking for a bounce. So I think that this area I think this area here is going to give us a bounce. I don't think the market is going to do this over the course of the next, couple of weeks. Yeah, exactly. We might continue to the 100-day moving average, and then I think you try to bounce from there. But next year, I think you see the 200-day. Next year, I think you see the 200-day. What if there's not a dead cat bounce tomorrow? I still think you bounce from like 577. I still think that you bounce from there. I just think that the 585 level, I think it's a big enough support level that you try to bounce at least one day. Do I think we close the election gap tomorrow? I do not. I think it's possible you can close it on Friday if and only if the PCE inflation data is hotter than expected. So if the PCE inflation data Friday is hotter than expected, you could fill the election gap to 577. If the PCE inflation data on Friday is under expectations, the markets, I think, could bounce back into the 590s. I think there's a lot riding on that PCE inflation number because today I think the markets got very uneasy about just how uncertain Jerome Powell seemed about the path of the economy and the path of inflation. So that higher than expected PPI number last week is a lot more meaningful now. Therefore, the PCE inflation we're about to get on Friday is also more meaningful. So I think there's a lot riding on that. I think that the PCE number Friday is like, hey, if it's under expectations, I think it's a green day. If it's over expectations, I think it's a red day. Like it's that binary, I think, on Friday. What other questions you guys have for me? I think the market will be hot with Trump in the house. The market's hot regardless, man. See, for me, I guess I look at things differently, right? Like for me, the market could be going down and can still be hot. Like today was one of the worst days of the year, and it was one of the biggest P&L days in True Trading Group for members. So for me, the market being hot is just the opportunities that the market provides. This is why I love what we do, because it doesn't matter what's going on in the economy or the world. It doesn't matter what's happening with inflation or what's happening with the jobs market. As long as the stock market's open, we're going to be making money. I don't care if the market's going down. I don't care if the market's going up. I don't care what's happening. I really honestly don't. Because you can make money on the way down, and a hell of a lot of it, as today proved. Will Micron follow the overall market if PC data is hotter than expected on Friday? Yes, I think so. Can you see a particular sector not looking so good currently, especially after this drop? Yeah, anything interest rate sensitive. Anything interest rate sensitive, like small financial names, green energy names, the Russell 2000, IWM, it doesn't look good. Biotech stocks, doesn't look good for those stocks because they're very interest rate sensitive. What does it take to have your understanding of overall market fundamental analysis to use for tech? Well, Kellen, what does it take to have my analysis and my understanding of the overall markets? Time and experience. I've been doing this for 18 years. I would not expect you to have the same level of analysis and understanding of the overall markets as me in 2 years. I've been doing this for a long time. I do this for 2 decades. And I also was trained by professionals on Wall Street at a hedge fund. So I right from the get-go was showed the right way to do this. I didn't have to go on YouTube, learn a bunch of terrible habits from a bunch of idiots, and then have to unlearn those bad habits and then learn the right way. And meanwhile, that 2 to 3 year process, you're losing a ton of money. And by the time you actually learn what to do, you've dug yourself this massive hole and then you quit. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people end up quitting, because they just lose too much money while they try to figure it out instead of learning the right and proper way first, so you don't dig yourself that massive hole. And if you already have dug yourself that massive hole, it's okay. We got to pull you out of it, but you're going to have to do something differently, right? If just following, what you read on Reddit has not got you the results that you want, it's time for you to do something differently. It's my outlook for NVIDIA. I actually think NVIDIA pulls back at some point next year pretty substantially. NVIDIA has reached correction territory. I'm bullish on NVIDIA long term, but I do think you're going to get cheaper prices next year. The key for me, I'll give you guys some insight. When I think it's time to short NVIDIA is the day that Taiwan Semi says, great news, NVIDIA. We can finally meet the demand for your high-end chips. Because right now, Taiwan Semi can't make the NVIDIA high-end chips fast enough, that the demand for those chips is so high, it far outpaces the production capacity of Taiwan Semi. So they're behind on all of the orders, which just shows how strong the demand for those chips actually are. And that's a good thing. That's bullish. But the second that Taiwan Semi catches up to that demand, it's not going to be because they doubled their production capacity. It's going to be because the demand has slowed for their high-end chips. And that is going to put a lot of selling pressure on NVIDIA, and it'll put a lot of selling pressure on the entire semiconductor space. And then you're going to get a real pullback in those stocks. And then I think you have to take advantage of that pullback, and you have to buy in the long-term portfolio when that pullback happens. Do I have an opinion on all these quantum computing stocks? Yes, it's way too early. It's way too early for these quantum computing stocks. I know everybody is excited about quantum computing. I too am very excited about quantum computing. I too am very bullish on quantum computing, but it is way too soon. Everyone's buying these stocks as if they're going to turn into these massively profitable companies tomorrow. They're not. I think that this is a hype cycle bubble in quantum computing that is going to pop. All of these stocks are going to come back down to, they're going to drop 50, 60% from where they are now. And then over the course of the next 3 to 5 years, quantum computing as an industry and as a sector is going to mature. And then these companies can build into these valuations that these stocks are trading at. They're phenomenal stocks to trade right now. They're moving around like crazy, like QBTS. Look at these stocks, right? QUBT, RCAT, ARQQ, there was another one, QRMC, or there was another one today. I forgot the ticker symbol. What was it today? Oh, QMCO. Like, look at these stocks. These are not sustainable price moves. I really do not believe these are sustainable price moves on these stocks. So I am not buying any of these stocks for my long-term portfolio right now. I may be buying these stocks in my long-term portfolio in the future. Right now, I'm just trading these stocks. Okay. But I'm not investing in the long term for these stocks at this time. I think it's far too soon. IONQ, I do love IONQ. IONQ is a stock I'm going to put in my long-term portfolio, but I just think it's too soon. I mean, listen, if you own it from $10, then yeah, hold on to it. But if you don't own it, I'm certainly not buying it here for my long-term portfolio. It's too soon. What's going on with Lockheed Martin? I am so happy we picked it. We nailed the top of this thing. So we cover long-term portfolio stuff inside True Trading Group, and I bought these aerospace and defense stocks 2 years ago. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon Technologies, General Dynamics. I bought all those stocks a couple years ago, and we sold them in October. $604 is where I sold Lockheed Martin. The stock is now $483. Okay. Raytheon Technologies, we sold at $125. It's at $114. General Dynamics, okay, we sold at like $302. It's now at $260. All of your aerospace and defense stocks are selling off. They're selling off aggressively. I think part of the reason why they're selling off is, maybe the DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, trying to cut back on some wasteful spending, and also maybe the anticipation of geopolitical tensions easing next year, and maybe the Ukraine war coming to an end, and these stocks have sold off now on the back of that. Trump has made it a very, very big point for him that he's going to end the Ukraine war, within his first year of taking office. I think he's actually said within the first 90 days that he's going to end the Russia-Ukraine war. That's very different from the previous administration, what their stance has been with the Russia-Ukraine war. And if that war comes to an end, that's a lot less spending that's going to be going towards a lot of those companies. And I think that's part of the reason why these stocks are moving to the downside. I don't have any intentions on reloading on those positions. They're not forever holds for me. So when you look at like Lockheed Martin, it's not a forever hold for me. If you want to buy some, I do think this is like 575 is a good place to do it. I think that's a good support level. Maybe like, 440 could be a decent spot too, but I don't have an intention of adding to them at this time. Would I recommend shorting QMCO tomorrow? No, I would not. Just because I don't think they're good longs for the long-term portfolio doesn't mean I think that they're good shorts. There's a ton of momentum in that sector right now, and I don't want to mess around stepping in front of it to try to short it. There's way better things to trade than to try to short that sector right now. Eventually, they're going to be great shorts, but I'm not willing to call the top on them. I think that's going to be dangerous to do. High risk, high reward. Right? High risk. If you're wrong, you're getting beat up a bit. But if you're right, it should be a big one. I don't think so, Jimmy. I mean, I'm not as crazy about the Bellinger trade as everybody else. I mean, Bellinger's good, but his prime is behind him. He's a 265 hitter. It's certainly not, he's not a 300 hitter. I mean, he's good, but they still have work to do. You still got to sign Alonso, Walker, Bregman. They got to sign somebody else. They still have a very weak lineup as it stands right now. Their pitching staff is phenomenal, but their lineup is atrocious. They're going to score 2 runs a game with the lineup they have now. What else you guys got for me? Any other questions? No? All right, guys. I think that kind of wraps things up. That kind of does it. Again, just a huge day, right? What would you suggest 3 top stocks to buy right now? I don't know, man. I hate questions like that. I really hate questions like that. 3 top stocks to buy right now. For what time frame? Like, I think Snowflake is a good buy, anywhere between 145 and like 150. I think that's a good buy. Right now, I mean, right now, I think NVIDIA bounces at the end of the year, so I think NVIDIA is probably a good buy. And then last but not least, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about what else. Oh yeah, I like Amazon. I'd say Amazon. I think Amazon has a lot of upside next year. Like Amazon's one of the Mag 7 stocks that I'm the most bullish on, actually, for next year. How much money do you have to play with? We can maybe check with our AI and see what our AI has to say. Can make a suggestion. Just text us. Whoever asked, I don't even know what the username was, but just text us. Text us 1-888-621. Scratch that. Text this number 786-505-4221. So whatever, I don't know what the username was. I'm not sure what the username was that asked the question, but send a text to 786-505-4221 and we can help you. Oh, was it Miss Infinity? Is that who it was? You have $500. If you text us right now, we can answer live. We can do a live demo of our AI. If you text us right now, we can do a live demo of the AI. We'll run it for you and see what it says. So text us now before I hop off the live stream. You think Intel for a quantum play? I don't know. I want nothing to do with Intel, me personally. I don't own Intel. I have no intention of owning it. You're from the UK. All right. That's all right. You can send an email to adam@truetradinggroup.com if you want to do that instead. So Miss Infinity, you can send an email to adam@truetradinggroup.com. And Adam can also call you on WhatsApp. Listen, Miss Infinity, Adam really wants to talk to you. So send an email to adam@truetradinggroup.com and then he can call you on WhatsApp. We can do a live demo of the AI right here on the YouTube channel. Yeah, it's our pleasure. It is our pleasure. That's an inside joke amongst members. Our group was recommended by a member. Nice. Yeah, that's the norm here. The majority of our members actually come from member referrals. Miss Infinity, send that email, adam@truetradinggroup.com. We're waiting on you. If you provide a phone number, we can give you a call on WhatsApp. We can run a demo of the AI to help answer that question for you. But yeah, the majority of our members actually come from referrals. We don't spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars on marketing like some of our competitors do. That's because we don't have to. Our members stay with us. It's not a revolving door. Like people join, they cancel. No, people join, they stay at a rate of well over 70%. Guys, type the number 2 if you've ever recommended True Trading Group to anybody before. Just type the number 2 if you ever recommended TTG to somebody. Anybody. Family, coworker, friend, stranger. Type number 2 if you ever recommended TTG to somebody. You guys will see our biggest form of marketing is actually member referral and therefore member success. That's how we've grown from 100 users to 10,000 users. Because our members actually make money. Our members actually do well. And they tell others. Nice. I bought my brother a year membership for Christmas. That's awesome. That is incredible. That's awesome. Talk about the gift that keeps on giving. Nothing like a gift that can change their financial situation, their financial future. Oh, that's awesome. I'm working with my grandson over the holidays with a youth program. That's incredible. All right, Adam, Miss Infinity says that she emailed you. Yep. TGD even has a kids education program for understanding the market. This is true. This is true. That's how we create generational wealth. Right? That's how we create generational wealth. Get your kids interested in this and educated on this as soon as possible. Wow, Huckleberry, 300% gain on Shy's Alphabet put option. Insane. All right, just 2 seconds, guys. Adam got your email. 2 seconds. And we can do a live AI demo for you guys here on the live. Oh, Adam replied. Miss Infinity, Adam just sent you an email back. He just replied to you. Are dividend stocks good to buy in a bear market? Yeah. I like buying everything I can get my hands on in a bear market. Bear markets are the best times to buy. We are nowhere near a bear market. Let me just make that clear. Nor do I think we're going to be in one. But when you are in a bear market, that's when you want to be a very active buyer. Edgar, how can I set up a one-on-one? I'm a member. So Edgar, if you're a lifetime member, then you can schedule a one-on-one. The way to do so is on the bottom right of your, when you get to our website, on the bottom right is a chat now tab. You can click on that and you can select that you want to schedule a one-on-one, and you can send out a message and one of our reps will get back to you with the scheduling for the calendar. Yes, Nicola, I'm so proud of you, man. Nicola says, I'm 18. I'm taking advantage of the markets in my classes as a senior in high school. Mike knows this. Miss Infinity, Adam's calling you right now on WhatsApp. I met one of my goals this week to watch one of your videos. Catching a live is a bonus. Nice. Nice. That's awesome. Well, Adam's calling you right now, Miss Infinity. If you pick up, Adam could talk to you real quick, and we can maybe do a demo of the AI, and we can go through some top stocks to buy if you got $500. Once I make enough money, I'll start paying for the membership. That's awesome. Nicola, we'll be here, brother. You're only 18 years old. We'll be here when you're ready. But you would officially be the youngest, our youngest member, our youngest full-time member was
Nicola is his name?
Yeah, he's 18. Why
you know, is he really 18?
Nicola, yeah, he's in high school.
You sure?
No, I'm not sure. That's just what he said on the internet. I don't know.
That's what he said on the internet. If he can prove what he's saying, I will buy his membership for him.
Well, like prove his age?
Like prove that he's actually a student in high school and all that stuff.
How do you want him to do that?
I don't know. Tell him to email Joe. Put your number on the screen.
Email his driver or text his driver's license, or email his driver's license.
Don't text it. Yeah, email it to joe@truetradinggroup.com.
Nicola, if you've got like your school ID or driver's license, send an email to joe@truetradinggroup.com. And if you can prove that you're 18 and you're in high school, we'll give you a membership. He goes, yeah, I have my driver's license. Nicholas, send an email to joe@truetradinggroup.com. Merry Christmas.
Hi, it's Adam. How are you? Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for watching. Just if you could turn the volume down on your end, and I'll put you on speaker.
Why are you in the dark?
Sure.
You're so weird.
Hold on.
Volume down on your end, I'll put you on speaker. Why are you in the dark? Sure. You're so weird.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. You got to turn the volume on your computer off, though. Good? I think... Oh, did you mute me by mistake? I think you muted me by mistake. Oh, yeah.
I think I've done that.
Yep. No worries. All right. So here, let me... All right. That's perfect. All right. I just out of curiosity, you don't have to tell me the name, but did Raisha refer you?
Yes. Absolutely.
What gave it away? Because she's from the UK?
That's one of my most favorite people in the whole world. And I also, she's a hell of a tarot card reader as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really like. Yeah, she's awesome. She's been a friend for a while.
Fantastic.
All right, so let's start with this. Let me pull this up on the screen, and we'll go through this relatively quickly.
I want a UK. I want a UK.
I can't, Mike. I can't hear you just yet.
That's
Go
fine.
ahead, Mike.
I'm talking to everybody else. That's fine. I want a UK accent.
All right. Let me pull up my screen.
I love talking to you people from the UK.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I do. I love talking to people from the UK. Their accent is so. I just love it. I love hearing it.
I like it too. That's why I was like, tell her to call. I need the fix.
She's not going to believe this. She's not going to believe it when I tell her that.
All right, excellent. So let me.
Isn't it? It's almost like midnight for her too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's late. All right, so I'm sharing my screen, guys. This is TTG's AI platform, and real quick, let's start with some basic stuff, right? So what I'm going to try and figure out is I'm going to say, let's. We don't want to just tell you like what was the original question? Like top 3 stocks to buy right now?
Top 3 stocks to buy, because one of my goals this week was to research 3 stocks that I want to invest in.
Got it. Okay, so let's start with this. So I am brand new to trading and investing, and I'm looking for the top 3 stocks that I could trade or invest in right now, mainly invest. What information do you need from me in order to give me the best answer? All right, welcome to the world of trading and investing. investment goals. So here, we'll go through 6 simple questions, okay?
Okay.
So what are your investment goals? Are you looking for growth stocks, dividend stocks, or a mix of both? It's okay to say that you don't know.
I don't know. Longevity is what I'm probably looking at.
How about this? I'm gonna turn on my the mic. And can you see this? Can you still see the screen a little bit?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so just literally just go down and answer each question. Okay? Ready?
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
Are you looking for growth stocks, dividend stocks, or a mix of both? Mix of both. Question 2, how much are you comfortable, does that say taking?
Yeah, you don't have to repeat the question. You can just answer it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so here, let's start once more. Yeah, you can just literally just answer it, and it'll know exactly what you're talking about. Ready?
Okay,
Go ahead.
conservative to moderate. Question 3, long term. Question 4, not specific, but someone said that glass might be good to invest in. Question 5, I don't know. Question 6, $500.
All right. Hang on. All right, so let's clean this up a little bit. All right, so the first one was investment goals is longevity. All right, let's see what it says. I'm literally just. Did you say glass?
Glass, yes.
Like GLASS?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard somebody talk about investing in glass before.
That was someone in the UK who told me that, but that was probably about a year ago. So I'm not sure. But I'm also interested in buying Ethereum as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that would be more like alt investments. Okay, let's do this. What should I look for? Like, pretend that I have a screener in front of me. What are some of the things that I should look for on a screener, especially like the Finviz screener, that would help me make better decisions to find these stocks to invest in long term with $500? Maybe lay out a plan for me. Okay. All right, let's run it. Let's see what we get back. So this is actually going to run that screener now that it just built.
Okay.
It's going to give back some stocks, and then what we can do is we can then ask it to like evaluate each of those over the past year.
Okay.
So what it just did is it gave, here's a list of potential investment opportunities that fit your criteria for longevity and a conservative to moderate risk profile. These stocks are mid-cap, have reasonable P&E ratios, and pay dividends, making them suitable for long-term investments, right? And they're in healthcare, financial, and consumer defensive, right?
Okay.
All right. Mike, have you heard of any of these?
I can't really. I have to I gotta get really close to zoom in so I can see him. No, I have not.
I wouldn't invest in that one.
What is it?
Oh, that used to be my bank. All right, hang on. So let's try. All right, let's see. We'll say, use your best judgment on what you would need. Take the top 3 stocks in there based on volume and the ones that you think initially look the best, and then use whatever tools you need and give me an analysis on which ones you like. Use whatever tools you need to run that analysis. So look at like support and resistance, look at news. You can look at, analyst ratings, look at earnings, whatever. You have all the tools at your disposal, so I trust you to make those decisions. Then I want you to give me a report back like a stock analyst would, and give it to me in a table format, please. So this is all real-time data, all of it. So now it's going to actually take all of that action for you. It's going to identify the support and resistance in each one of the top stocks based on volume on that list. And then it's going to compile a complete report for you. That's what it's doing right now. So it's siphoning through all the news for that stuff, for these stocks. I mean, it's processing an incredible amount of data on its own right now. And then it's going to give you a full analysis back on which one. All right, I only have $500, so can you break this down and show me how I should allocate this $500 exactly, please? Pretty cool. Nate.
It's awesome.
There you go. So then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to share this so that everyone can review this later if they'd like. And I'll send this to you in an email as well. This is not a recommendation to purchase anything. This was a demo. But if anything, I think it's a decent starting point to do some research.
For sure. This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, you're very welcome.
That's amazing. I can't wait to tell Risha. She's not going to believe.
Tell her Adam called you specifically.
I will, and I fulfilled 2 of my 3 goals for the week. So I'm super stoked. I'm so happy, and I've been so tired today. I just literally went on YouTube, your live came up, and I was like, okay, here's my first goal, so let me just watch it. And here I am. So
that is awesome.
This has been pretty cool. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye. That's awesome. What a nice lady.
Nice. Yeah, she's awesome. Raisha's awesome too.
Yeah, Raisha's awesome.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Raisha's awesome.
Good people usually
hang out with good people. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So Nicola, hang on, let me confirm. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he's from Jersey. Nicola, I just found out that you're from Jersey too.
Brother, is that a fake ID?
I love you, Nicola. I've always liked you. You know this, but now that I know that you're from Jersey, I like you even more.
There you go, Mike.
No, I know. Joe already sent it to me. I like him even more.
Is that real?
What do you mean? Is it? What do you mean? Is it real? Yeah, it's real.
I don't know. I'm just messing around.
Yes, it's real.
I'm really bad at math. He looks a lot younger than 18. Either that or I'm just old at this. I think it's a combination.
Yeah, that's real.
Does that math? Is he 18?
Yes.
All right, Joe, sign him up. I'm buying his membership.
Yeah, October 5th, 2006.
Oh, you want to
He
give
just turned 18.
Dog?
He just turned 18 2 months ago.
Incredible. All right, hook him up.
I know, Adam. Why are you in the dark, dude? It's weird.
Because you know what? Because I don't know. It's not that weird.
But doesn't that? But you're telling me that doesn't hurt your eyes looking at a computer
No,
screen?
it actually helps.
Really? Because Sammer does the same thing. Sammer's our CTO and lead developer, and he does the same thing. He sits in his office in complete darkness and just stares at his computer screens coding all day. It's weird.
I like it.
I sometimes feel like you guys need help.
No, I'm okay.
All right.
How will I know when I have the membership? Joe is going to contact you right now. Joe is going to set you up.
Don't mess this up, Joe. We like
Joe,
Nicola.
I promised the kid. Don't.
Yeah, don't screw this up, Joe. You trade like that, Shy, in the dark too? Man, you guys are nuts. My office is, well, right now I have like this big light on for the live stream. My office usually isn't this bright, but I have all my lights. I have all my lights on during the day. I like natural sunlight as well.
Molded by it.
Adam embraces the time. He does.
All right.
Oh, I like Nicola even more. He started golfing. Nicola, you and I are going to golf. When it gets warm out, we're golfing. Very excited. I'm very excited for a fresh, young 18-year-old high school kid.
Whoa. Someone's going to clip that in the wrong effing way, bro.
Let them do what they want.
Can you stop? You can't say shit like that.
Let them do what they want. I don't care. I'm excited. Dude, I wish that I took trading and investing this serious when I was 18 years old. I was in my early 20s on Wall Street, and I still didn't take it as serious as I should. You know, I think back of like, I was like 20-something years old and just got done with the day, left the office, and would go party in New York City, go spend, $1,000 like on a night out, and I think to myself, man, if I put that $1,000 into Apple instead of that nightclub in 2007, how much money would that be today? It's all I think about. I'm like, how much money I used to waste when I was younger. That's why I get excited
I've been with
somebody.
I've been with you at times when you wasted that kind of money. I got to tell you, it's okay.
No, I know. Memories. I know. It's fun. We've had good times. It's been money well spent.
Dude, let me tell you something. Some of the best times in my entire life was when you and I spent money on stupid shit.
I know. Me too.
Thanks, man.
Me too. Oh, all right. Well, I think that's all she wrote. What's the best online brokerage platform? I use Lightspeed, but I wouldn't recommend Lightspeed to a newer trader. E-Trade. I like E-Trade. Out of all the other online brokerages.
Webull is killing it.
Webull is Webull has grown on me a bit. I really like what they're doing. I think Webull is good too.
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, Webull is doing well. So I would say Webull or E-Trade. Thanks, Diana. Oh, nice. Nicola uses Webull. Diana uses Webull. Yeah, Webull
is very good.
Yeah. Shy uses Webull too.
They have a great interface.
They're good. Webull's good. Oh, what kind of new cardage? It's just my daily driver. I had a B7 Alpina and the lease was up, and I just got the new model. It's just not here yet. got to the docks from Germany the other day, and
Is that why the drones are there? They misplaced the nuke and your car?
yeah. That's why the drones are flying around Jersey looking for my car.
I knew you were an important person, but what do you have on Chris Christie that he decided to allow that?
I actually went to the governor's mansion for something one time for Chris Christie. I forgot what it was for.
It was a pie eating contest.
Maybe.
Was it for a bridge closing?
I'm surprised you even know that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not a Chris Christie fan.
A lot of people aren't.
What would you recommend the best way to learn about stocks at a young age without much money?
Honestly, and I'm not even just, I'm not.
Trading group.
Yeah, honestly, save up to join True Trading Group, or use Klarna, use PayPal credit, and pay it off over time. Join True Trading Group.
Yeah, honestly. The same money that you're going to spend to smoke your doobies on the weekend.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to sound old.
I'm serious. I know it might sound like you're like, oh, join your program, but I'm serious. I'm not talking to you just as like, hey, owner of True Trading Group to potential customer. I'm talking to you from one trader to another. I've been around the block. I've seen a lot of different programs out there, and it's not just because it's our platform. I truly, sincerely, and genuinely, True Trading Group's platform is the best educational destination for anybody that's trying to learn how to do this successfully. And it doesn't just, and it's proven by the companies that are recognizing us for what we're doing. Ben Zinga awarding us the Chairman's Award for Best AI Analysis Tool. The NASDAQ partnering with us for their data feed program and inviting us down to the NASDAQ for the closing bell. Congratulating us on our partnership with the NASDAQ and putting our company name and logo on their big LED screen in the middle of Times Square. Like, this doesn't happen if we were not a credible program, platform, and company. So to see industry leaders like Benzinga, the NASDAQ, working with us, the CBOE, OpenAI, we work with a TradingView. We've got agreements and we work with all of these companies to have their data and our tools and resources, their tools and resources on our platform for members to use and to learn from. So on top of all of those things, you also have access to the courses, the education, which is simplified version of what I learned when I worked on Wall Street. And I just think it's the best way for you guys to learn and to really give yourself a fair shot of becoming successful. I really, truly do believe that. It's not just because I'm an owner of True Trading Group. May have to start saving, but it's good for even those who have just started. Yeah, James. I asked this question before. I mean, I know a bunch of people have logged off the live stream since, but for those of you that are still here, if you joined True Trading Group and you knew close to nothing, you were a complete newbie, and now you guys are making money with us, can you type the number 1 real quick? So members, again, if you knew close to nothing and now you guys are making money, type the number 1, please. So yeah, James, I mean, our course material, it's broken up from beginner and advanced. So you would just start with all the beginner trainings. Now, if you were already a trader that's been trading for 10 years and you're already profitable, and then you would skip the beginner stuff, but you would start with beginner, right? And then, we'll hold your hand throughout that process. Okay. Good question, Nicola. I'm not sure. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. So again, tonight's the last night for the 847 price point. We kept it for this one more night, just in honor of the market crash today and the Fed meeting. But you guys now know my thoughts for tomorrow. What I think we're going to see happen tomorrow. We'll see if we're right about that. Congratulations, guys, on everyone that had milestone days today. We had a lot of traders and a lot of members achieve milestones today, best evers. So congratulations. It was a huge day. And let's look to keep the momentum going. Let's make some more money tomorrow. And let's make these last couple weeks of 2024 the best that we've got. Okay. And that's really it, stream like it's 2020 again. Yeah. 2020 live streams were fun. They were fun. The good old days. Nicola's all set officially. He's all set and ready. So Joe just got Nicola set up. So Nicola, I'm excited to have you part of the group, brother. Enjoy. I'll see you in chat. All right. My pleasure. Merry Christmas. All right, guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Take advantage. Grab one of those spots. Otherwise, text us with questions. 1-888-621-2127. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care, folks.